TV. And now it's time for this morning's session of Children's GBC with George Buxton, as he gets to present some programmes today, including 2 premieres for Angelmouse and Star Hill Ponies. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Children's GBC on a fine Monday morning. So here we are then, we're on to a brand new week now. However, later on this afternoon, me and Drawbread will be broadcasting the very last ever episode of Gumdrop together, and as well as some last airings along the way. There's Bananas in Pyjamas, James the Cat, and the original series of The Shoe People, which is the original series, by the way, but that was before Series 2 took over. But back to this morning on Children's GBC. In about 5 minutes, we'll have Tiny Planets. But first, it's time for Gran. And today's episode is all about gadgets. And if you call on Inspector Gadget, I'm sure that he's probably got Gran's gadgets. Anyways, enjoy the episode of Gran whilst you can.
Hello, Gran, how are you? How'd you feel today? I just came by to see if I could be of help in any way. I always like to come and spend my time with you. We somehow seem to think of something great to do. You really are the most. I think that I can boast. You really are the most surprising Gran.
From the tea maker. Come on, it's tea time.
And that was Gran. Well, mind you, now I know that sometimes gadgets can be very useful at times, but sometimes they don't tend to get things right, because that's what they're known as prototypes. So anyways, now the next programme now is going to be Tiny Planets. And I wonder what Bing and Barn are up to today. Mind you, we haven't had Tiny Planets for quite a while. Yeah, since we've had Harry, Jeremy and Brub from last week. So here's Tiny Planets anyway.
Bing and Barn, heroes of the universe, adventure every day, from their home in space. Bing and Barn, there's a tiny planet calling a new exciting day, and we're on our way. Heroes of the universe, adventure every day, from their home in space. Bing and Barn, there's a tiny planet calling a new exciting day, and we're on our way.
And that was Tiny Planets. Well, mind you, that episode was Shower Power. Yeah, mind you, I might as well need a shower probably in a minute after I've done more presenting programmes. Okay, so if you remember that we may have had a few premieres up last week, well, we got another one. Now, this time, it goes by the name of... No, I'm not talking about Handy Mouse or Mousy in general. Now, here we have Angelmouse, and it's our first airing of it. And today's episode is called My Friend Angelmouse. I wonder what he's up to, though. Will he be able to make a new friend? Well, we'll soon have to find out, won't we? So, let's fly down to Angelmouse.
Angelmouse,
I'll never forget the day that I met my friend Angelmouse. He became my friend Angelmouse.
Angelmouse.
And there'll be some more episodes of Angelmouse, which is only happening this Wednesday at the same time. Little Ghosts is coming up next though, here on Children's GBC.
To get a little better every day. Angelmouse. Angelmouse.
And that was Angelmouse, and I'm sure that we'll have more episodes of Angelmouse, probably on Wednesday, no doubt. So back to today on Children's GBC, here's Little Ghosts, and today's episode is all about going to a trip to see Loch Ness. I wonder if they'll have a good time, even though they are ghosts. Well, we'll have to find out, and let's hope that the Loch Ness aren't scared of ghosts. Was Little Ghosts. Well, let me say one thing. I'm so glad that they enjoyed a trip to Scotland to see the Loch Ness. That's a legend, that is. Right, anyways, now speaking of legends, now we may have had the first series of Brum and the second series. You'll be very pleased to know that Brum is now back, but this time in a brand new series. Now, because today's episode is called Brum and the Airport Adventure. Now, you may have not seen this one before, but the question remains, is the intro music going to be the same? So, is the music the same? Ooh.
Way to go, Brum.
Shh. And that was Brum and the Airport Adventure. So obviously, sadly, the music wasn't the same as much as the first two. So yeah, it was probably a bit sad, but hey, if anyone's enjoyed that episode of Brum and the Airport Adventure, good. Yeah, because that's a childhood classic that I used to watch as a kid, and as well as the first series. But I don't remember watching series 2 as much. But anyways, now, the next program now is Joshua Jones, and today's episode is called Tortoise. And I wonder if Fiona's looking after such a strange creature, though. Let's find out.
Some people live in the country, some people live in the city or town, some people live at the top of the tower block, some people live much nearer the ground. But Joshua Jones can live wherever he goes. His boat will take him to all the nicest places he knows. Some people work in an office, some people like to work out of doors. Some people work in a great big building. Some people work on a factory floor. But Joshua Jones can work wherever he goes.
down at the Lock Cottage, there's been a new addition to the Carrier household.
He's me very own pet. Dead good, isn't he?
A tortoise! It's all right, I suppose.
And there'll be some more episodes of Joshua Jones, which is only happening this Wednesday, as well as that other programme as well. And of course, we have our children's GBC premiere, Star Hill Ponies, which is coming up in a few minutes. And that was Joshua Jones. And yep, he did get a name for a tortoise after all. And I'm sorry if I had to take my t-shirt off. Yeah, it was so hot out there. So that you know that the weather forecast was really sunny. So yeah, it's fine. Right, so anyways, now the next programme now is here we have another children's GBC premiere. Now, if you remember Fireman Sam and the same with Joshua Jones, the two programmes that was made for LFS4C with Bumper Films, well, obviously, they have another programme, which is Star Hill Ponies. And I wonder what sort of adventure other Star Hill Ponies are going to get up to. Well, you'll find out in today's episode, which is called Scruffy Helps Out.
With the Star Hill Ponies, you can never be lonely. Star Hill Ponies will always be with you. Whenever you feel all alone and don't know what to do, there's someone we know who'll help you out, stop you feeling blue. They're always there when you need friends, they know just what to do. Just count those wishes, 1, 2, 3, and watch them all come true. With the Star Hill Ponies, you can never be lonely. Star Hill Ponies will always be with you. With the Star Hill Ponies, you can never be lonely. Star Hill Ponies will always be with you. If you need someone that's lots of fun, then you know what to do. Just make those wishes 1, 2, 3 and watch them all come true. With the Star Hill Ponies, you can never be lonely. Star Hill Ponies will always be with you. With the Star Hill Ponies, you can never be lonely. Star Hill Ponies will always be with you. With the Star Hill Ponies, you can never be lonely. Star Hill Ponies will always be with you. Whenever you feel all alone and don't know what to do, there's someone we know who'll help you out, stop you feeling blue. Star Hill Ponies will always be with you.
And that was Star Hill Ponies. Well, let me tell you one thing, that was the first ever episode of that particular programme. And I'm sure we'll have more this Wednesday coming. Right, anyways, now let's move away from the farm and moving on to the docks. And because we're now on to the next programme, Tugs. And today's episode is called Trapped. I wonder who is trapped. Is it the Star Tugs or is it the Soren? Well, let's find out, won't we?
The tugboat, for its size, is the most powerful craft afloat. And the Star Tugs are the power behind the docks and waterways that make up the big city port. This is Tugs. There were times, believe it or not, when the Star Tugs and Z Stacks took on a big job together. One of those times I remember was when timber and tanning bark had to be brought down from the sawmills upriver. And this year, it was especially important that we worked together instead of the Star Tugs.
And there will be some more episodes of Tugs, which is only happening this Wednesday at the same time. But I'm sure we've got a good programme coming up next. And of course, we begin with the Berry family. And that's next, here on Children's GBC. And that was Tugs, and I'm sure we'll have more fun with the Tugboat Gang probably on Wednesday. But back to today, on Children's GBC, here's the Berry family. And today's cartoon is all about cleaning windows. Otherwise, that'll be the window pane. Anyway, enjoy the cartoon.
All right, that sounds reasonable. Ow!
Ravnik starts dragging down.
And that was the Berry family, and I'm sure we'll have more on Wednesday. Now it's time for another family cartoon, and this time we're going to be seeing the Barkleys again. Now, I believe that today's cartoon is called Finders Weepers. Whoever heard of that, eh? Well, I don't know what Terry is up to, though. We'll have to find out soon enough.
Arnie Barkley, he's the head of the Barkley house. Agnes Barkley is his devoted and loving spouse. They've got kids, Terry, Roger, and Chester, too. And all of them are Barkleys through and through. 'Cause they're the Barkleys, and they're okay. And Arnie Barkley, with a very open mind, is always first to let you know his own opinionated ways. But even though he may grumble and get uptight, just remember Arnie Barkley's bark is worse than his bite.
There, finished. Know thy neighbor block party.
Candy night.
Was the Barkleys. Well, I'm so glad that I'm so glad that some people can find things, and as well as they're doing cheerleading. Well, you know what? Anything can happen in a Barkleys household. Right, so anyway, here's another cartoon that was based on but what you saw that was made by DFE Films Productions. So here's the Blue Racer, and today's episode is Yokohama Mama. That's something to do with chickens, no doubt.
Hi there, fellow snake lovers. I'm the Blue Racer.
And that was the Blue Racer. And I'm sure we'll have more cartoon fun with the Blue Snake later on this week. But right now it's time for another program. And this time it's called Sheep. Oh, and in today's episode it's about the stamp. Does it mean either like a post stamp or something? Let's find out.
Hubert, Gogol's here.
Was sheep. Well, let me tell you one thing. I'm so glad that they managed to find a missing first class stamp, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to post it off. Now, anyway, the next one is going to be the last program for today on Children's GBC, is The Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3. And today, well, I believe it's going to be about Crimes Are Us. So, I wonder what does it mean by Crimes Are Us? Well, let's find out.
It is a legend no one will forget. Everyone thought King Koopa had left the Mushroom Kingdom. And then his doom ship attacked. King Koopa was back with the greatest danger ever known, his Koopa kids. Using their new superpowers, the Super Mario Brothers rescued Princess Toadstool and beat back the evil Koopa family. I'll get those plumbers!
You didn't have to face the Koopa kids on a bad day, huh, Luigi?
Was The Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3. Well, I'm so glad that the big person has gone back to jail. Yeah, because he couldn't take much more of the Koopa kids anymore. Yeah, so he did the right thing on going back to jail, despite he was a criminal. Because you know what they say, criminals always escape from jail. Oh, and if you ever see a criminal just go by, see it, say it, and report it to the police. And then they'll arrest the criminal, and then they'll be in jail. But, of course, they have to be in court first. So, there you go. Simple as that. Right, so that's pretty much about it for today on George GBC. And I'm sure that we'll be back again. And I will be back here again tomorrow afternoon. When Drawbrain will be doing it tomorrow morning too. So make sure you do not miss it. Bye-bye, everyone. Oh, and I'll see you, and Robin will see you later on this afternoon for a very special afternoon. Bye-bye. And make sure you keep an eye out for the last ever episode of Gum, dropped later on this afternoon. You're watching GTV, and just before we head on down to Neighbours, here's a little extra programme for you, and it's a animated short, and it's called My Tail is My Ticket. Now, even cartoon characters gets hungry sometimes. And we hope that you enjoyed this animated short, My Tail is My Ticket, and I'm sure we'll have more cartoons probably on Wednesday on part of Children's GBC. But back to today, here we have Ramsey Street, and yes, you guessed it, Neighbours.